Welcome to Dadograms. Let me paint a picture for you. It's 7:45 in the morning. You grab a cup of coffee, you get to your desk, and before you even sit down, your phone is already ringing. You've got 47 unread emails from last night, 3 meeting requests for today that you know are all going to run long, and somebody in the hallway already needs you for 5 minutes. By noon, you've been in back-to-back meetings since 9. You've answered maybe 30 emails. You've been pulled into 2 conversations that had absolutely nothing to do with you. And if someone asked you right now, what did you actually accomplish today? You'd have to think about it really, really hard. So, on your drive home that night, somewhere between the office and your front door, you realize the day just kind of happened to you. You are busy as all get out all day, every single minute of it. You worked hard, but you've got very little to actually show for it. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. I've lived that for years. I know that a lot of you are living that as well. You're not the problem. The problem is that without a clear mission, there's no way to tell the difference between work that matters and work that just fills the day. Everything feels equally urgent, which means nothing actually gets prioritized. Today, I'm going to fix that. The tool is simple enough that you can write it on an index card, and it's powerful enough that the U.S. military has been using it to execute some of the most complex operations in human history for years. And once you see it, you're going to start seeing it everywhere. The framework is called a mission. And I know what you're thinking already. You think you know exactly what a mission is and how to use it and all that kind of stuff. Everybody knows what a mission is. Well, maybe. But let me show you what most people get wrong about it, because there's a difference between knowing the word and understanding what it actually does and then using it in the workplace. A mission is not a goal. Goals are outcomes. A mission is the engine that gets you there. And the reason most people confuse the two is that nobody ever taught them the formula. Yes, there's a formula here. Here's what it is. The formula is mission equals task plus purpose. The task is what you're doing, when it needs to be completed, and to what quality standards it has to be completed to. But the purpose is why you're doing it. And you connect these two, the task and the purpose, with 3 simple words. In order to. That's the whole thing. Let me give you an example that you might see in the workplace. Say you're a manager and you need your team to finish a report. And here's what you might say. Something like, I need the Q3 report on my desk by Friday. What you just gave them is a task. That is not a mission. But here's what a mission would sound like. Complete the Q3 report by Friday with final numbers verified by accounting in order to give leadership the data they need to make the budget decision before the end of the quarter. Now, your team knows what they're doing, when it has to be done, what quality standards look like, and why it matters. And that last part, the why, is what changes everything. Because when your team understands the purpose behind the task, they stop waiting for you to tell them what to do next. They make better decisions on their own. They know what good enough looks like and what it doesn't. They don't need you to stand over them because they understand what they're doing and why it matters that they get it done. That's the power of a mission. Let me tell you about the time I told my team we were going to do something they had never done before, and they actually laughed at me. I was leading a 2-plane helicopter detachment getting ready for a 4.5-month deployment. The workload was enormous, and the unwritten rule in naval aviation is that you work quite literally right up until the night before you deploy. Then you go get on the ship. You're exhausted, your family hasn't seen you in months anyway, and then you just set sail for another 4 or 5 or 6 months. I told my team that's not the way we were going to do it. We were going to take 2 weeks of leave before we left. Time at home, time with our families, time with them before that long stretch, not after it. My senior chief actually laughed, and he said, hey, while sure that's written into the instruction that we're supposed to do that, no one has ever pulled it off before. But I said we were going to do it, and then I showed him how. We were going to work 7 days a week for 3 straight weeks, all the way through the weekends. We'd get those helicopters ready before the schedule, and then When we were free of all the work, we could take leave and not have any concerns. This was the mission: get our aircraft deployment ready in 3 weeks in order to give every person on this detachment 2 weeks at home before a 4.5-month deployment. Now here's what I want you to notice. I had to sell that mission twice. Once to my team, who thought I was out of my mind and didn't want to work weekends, until of course they understood the whole purpose behind the thing. The other one, I had to sell it to my boss, who had to approve the weekend work schedules. And the only reason either conversation worked was because the mission was clear. I wasn't just asking people to work harder or longer. I was asking them to work harder and longer for a specific reason, toward a specific outcome, with a specific reward on the other side. The why made all the difference. My team didn't drag themselves in every Saturday and Sunday morning out of obligation. They came in because they knew exactly what they were working towards and exactly what was waiting for them on the other side. There was energy in the detachment that you rarely ever see, because the mission gave them something to run toward, not just a checklist to grind through. For the first time in anybody's memory, we pulled it off. 2 weeks before long cruise, families were able to see their sailors before the long goodbye. That's what a mission does. It doesn't just organize the work, it fuels it. Now here's what I want you to take from all this, because this is the part that most people skip. The professionals I've watched get this right aren't the ones with the most talent or the best resources. They're the ones who are clear on what they are doing, clear on when it needs to be done, clear on what good looks like, and clear on why it actually matters in the first place. And that clarity is what separates a person who drives home feeling that they built something from the person who drives home wondering where the day went. And the reason most people don't operate that way isn't that they don't care, it's because they've never learned the formula. A mission is the task plus the purpose, where the plus sign is simply the words "in order to." Most people just have a goal in their heads, vague intentions, kind of a general sense of where they'd like to end up, but they've never turned anything into a mission. There's a difference between thinking about what you want and committing to a mission to get it done. The mission makes it real. And here's what I've found in my own life. The areas where I've been effective: raising my kids, building a real estate portfolio, leading people in the Navy. Those are the areas where I had the clearest mission. Not a perfect plan by any means, not a guarantee, just a clear task, a clear purpose, and enough commitment to the why to keep going when the how got complicated. That's what I want for you. So here's one thing that you might want to do, one thing I would ask that you do before the next episode. Pick one area of your life, just one, and write a mission for it. Whether it's your job, your marriage, a side project, your health, whatever's in the back of your mind now that you know full well that you're neglecting and just not getting enough traction on. Write it down. Make sure this isn't a goal. Don't just write down a goal. Write it as a mission. There's a difference. And once you see the difference, you're not ever going to want to go back. In the next episode, I'm going to show you something about missions that are going to change how you see everything from the morning routine all the way up to your 10-year plan. It's the fractal nature of a mission, and it's one of the most powerful ideas I've come up with. Until then, I'm Jason M. Garrett, and this has been your Dadogram.